justice to be meaningful must be accessible to all, both poor and rich. If we don't have that, we might as well shut the courthouse doors.
Access to justice, legal services, are not merely another product or service. Justice is a promise that we make to every member of our society.
The problem simply is tens of thousands of people in New York State need lawyers to help them and represent them in their court cases and in other matters that are vital to their lives, to their families, to their health, to their well-being, and yet they can't afford lawyers. And what Legal Services of the Hudson Valley provides is a system of support when they're in dire circumstances where there's no place else to go.
Civil legal services is different than criminal legal services because there's no right to counsel in most civil cases. We have almost 500,000 people eligible for our services in the 7 counties. The largest poverty population is in Westchester County.
Westchester County is the tale of two cities. There is the 99% and there's the 1%. My clients are at the bottom of the 99%. They are the people that nobody thinks even exists in this country, and yet they are only, say, 15 minutes away from Scarsdale. A couple of years ago, I got to know Marie Marcoux. Marie Marcoux was the president of the Patrol Attendants Association. There are about 100 seniors and disabled people living at this building who are all faced with this 20% rent increase.
My name is Marie Marcoux. I'm 81 years old. The seniors are here are just like my family. Everyone looks out for each other. It would have been a disaster for these seniors. They're afraid. They're afraid to speak out to management in fear of being put out. Nancy Marone came in and told us exactly what to do and how to go about it.
When my clients come to me, they are at the point where they believe there is nobody who is going to listen to them, that there is no chance that they are going to get justice.
Someone who is not a lawyer cannot possibly navigate that system on their own.
We get entirely different outcomes than somebody ever would be able to achieve on their own.
For all of these people, access to counsel can make the difference between eviction and being homeless and out on the street, between bankruptcy and being able to get by.
Legal service is important to anyone that cannot afford a lawyer.
Gina's case sort of embodies almost everything that a legal services attorney might do for someone in need. Victims of domestic violence endure more than just physical and emotional abuse. He's used every tool at his disposal to disrupt her life and the life of her son. Filing frivolous petitions against her, making false claims to Child Protective Services.
Scared, afraid. Could I lose custody of my son? Will he be safe? Will I be safe?
You could give up very easily. Court appearances, custody, visitation, child support, orders of protection. The court system is not designed for speed and for families.
It's complicated both because their lives are complicated and because the law is complicated.
My lawyers have been amazing in the courtroom. They know when to really advocate for me and my son, and that's really important. They have helped me so much in my life.
We had a client struggled for almost a year by herself to try and get the school district to provide the services that her son needed. And this is a developmentally disabled young man who was treated as someone with a discipline problem.
Justin got into a situation at school where he threw a pencil across the room, which, mind you, didn't hit anybody. It's not like he was intentionally. He was just having a bad day. And with children with disabilities, they're expected to have those bad days.
She was convinced by this attorney for the school district that she should sign this agreement that Justin be suspended from school indefinitely.
They put him in the recreation center for 2 hours with someone who was just there to basically babysit.
The Hudson School District was not providing my son with any alternatives rather than just to get rid of him.
We opened a file and one of our advocates began to investigate.
As soon as she stepped in, she said, "Where is he going for school? I need his attendance. I want to see the work."
Well, Justin was provided with all the services that he should have gotten all along.
My attorney fought long and hard for our rights and services. Without you, they would have never given Justin what he needed and deserved.
Without legal services help, he would have been nowhere. He would have been not receiving any of the services. I would have just been at a loss. He's in a such better place, mentally, physically, and school-wise. He's doing very well.
Thousands of other children in our 7 counties suffer through these kinds of situations. There just aren't enough attorneys like us to go around.
Budget cuts have been devastating for a legal services program in this state.
For every eligible person that we're able to serve, we have to turn away an eligible person.
It's really hard to turn away clients, especially when they're standing in your office in front of you. I think we're just interested in justice for people, you know, and it's really, and there's so much injustice.
I can still feel the thrill of victory for the clients because it means everything to them.
That is the most amazing feeling in the world, to have given somebody the idea that there is someone out there who is going to listen to them and is actually going to fight for them.
Getting somebody restored to their apartment for us is like, you know, getting $1 million judgment.
The attorneys here are very dedicated to making sure that every one of their clients gets the best result possible.
The justice system is about doing justice, and you can't do justice unless people have lawyers.